So the goals of the project are to insert an ad on a flat surface in a video that we record. And throughout the video, the ad has to maintain its location regardless of how the camera zooms in and out or rotates or moves in a way that the ad is only partially visible or is not visible at all. Okay, so at a high level, the first step is to detect the interest points in the frame at time n and n+1. We then match the feature points between frames at time n and n+1. Then calculate the homography between these points, which will tell us how the points shift from frame time n and time n+1. Then we calculate the perspective transform, which will give us the points where the frame should be placed at time n+1. Then calculate the homography between the ad itself and the points at time n+1. And then we warp the ad into where it should be in time n+1. Okay, so using the orb feature detector and descriptor and using brute force matching, here are some of my good or better results. So by good, it means that by the end of the video, the amount of drift or rotation is not too much. Overall, there wasn't much drift or rotation until the camera began to rotate, and that's when some drift began to occur. But overall, these are not too bad. And here are some examples of bad results. So in this frame, the ad is basically gone. In these two frames, the amount of drift and rotation is way too much. So the common theme amongst all of these videos is that they were taken in an area with not a lot of corners or points. So with less points, it makes it harder to calculate the homography, and with a subpar homography, the results are adversely affected. And the best result that I got is this. This was done using the Akaze feature detector and descriptor. As you can see, the amount of drift and rotation is almost none. It might seem like there is a bit of rotation, but that's just because of the camera of the angle, or the angle of the camera. To make sure that the video has lots of good features to track, Akaze gives the best results, but it's also the slowest, where it performed at 2.9 frames per second on my machine. Orb has good results for its speed at about 16 frames per second on my machine. And my next steps are to find ways to reduce drift and rotation, and to get the code to perform in real time at about 30 frames per second. This is Justin, and this is the presentation for my CS-6476 final project around enhanced augmented reality.